Got it.
So, Michael, how's things?
Oh, you know, up and down. Thank you, Frank.
I heard that you've got a new partner.
Oh, yes. Frank, this is Emma.
Better looking than Three Socks. Mind you, I'm better looking than Three Socks.
Well, I've heard a lot about you, Frank.
Well, yeah, all the good stuff's true. Now, you said you wanted a ruby, any particular size or shape?
It's got to be pretty big for a pendant. I think this one. That'll do nicely.
Right. Well, that'll be $750 for cash. Or, if you throw her in, I'll make it $5.
There's $750, and stick it in a decent box for me, Frank.
Right. Hey. Here. Put this in a box for Mr. Briggs.
You're not going to count it then, Frank?
I should spank you, young lady, for suggesting such a thing. Grifters are the only people that us swindlers can trust. We've got principles. Right, Michael?
Right, Frank.
The box, Rio. It ain't rocket science. His mother swears he's mine.
Thanks, Frank.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise. Take care, Frank.
Yeah.
Here's a barrel of laughs.
Frank's harmless, really.
Yeah? It wasn't you he was leering over.
Should take it as a compliment.
Oh, why do men think it's an honor to be drooled over?
A little touchy today, aren't we?
How would you like it if I drooled over you? Forget I said that, okay?
How'd it go?
Yeah. He's quite a character.
I think Emma was quite taken with him. Okay. We'll get this ruby set and delivered to Helen Carter Brown this afternoon. She'll have a banker's draft for £40,000. We'll get that express cleared and tidy everything up.
Sounds good to me.
Can I have a look? Sure.
I'll make the call.
Okay.
That's funny. I thought rubies were red. I'll take it from here. Now, I'm only going to ask you once. Where's Mr. Baxter's diamond? It's real.
Are you serious?
How many carats?
Oh, lots.
Must be worth a fortune.
So what happened?
Well, my guess is that Frank's son, not being the sharpest knife in the drawer, gave us the wrong box.
Oh, yeah. Might have known you lot would be behind that one somehow.
What are you talking about, Ed?
Don't worry, I haven't seen anything. I'm daft, dumb and blind, same as always.
Yeah, you will be in a minute. Now, what the bleeding hell are you talking about?
Well, you really don't know?
Josephine diamond. It's part of a large corporate collection stolen from the diamond merchant commissioned to clean it. Yeah, that is the same one.
Can we keep it?
No, we cannot.
Well, why not?
Bad luck.
It's the grifter's code. Because we were seeing Frank on business, it'd be like stealing from a partner.
And that's a no-no.
The biggest. Ever since the Gillette brothers. They worked the wire in New York in the 1920s. Had the best of it, too. Until Sam ran up a gambling debt in one of Vito Genovese's gambling dens. Legend has it that after their last big score, Sam decided to cut and run, cleaning his brother out in the process. So, he stole all their money and headed for the street. When...
So what do we do?
We have no choice. We give it back.
Okay, so let's say he stole the Josephine necklace to order.
And whoever ordered it came to collect it.
Only it wasn't there.
Which I imagine they weren't too pleased about.
So they think Frank has double-crossed them.
And beats them both to a pulp to find out where it is.
But Frank, being a stand-up sort of guy, didn't tell him.
Why are you so sure?
Of what?
Frank Rice didn't strike me as a bloke exactly burdened by principles.
Appearances can be deceptive.
Yeah, but how can you be certain that he hasn't given us up? That's a lot of trust to put in a fence, isn't it?
Because...
Now, she's
if you
got
knew
a point,
Frank...
Mickey. There's a lot riding on this.
Frank is not a grass.
All I'm saying is the guy was beaten to a pulp that has a habit of making people talk, right? Plus he knows us, so we can tell people where to find us.
No, look, I know Frank, and he wouldn't put us in any sort of danger.
Look, if Frank has given us up, they'll be waiting for us at the penthouse. No one's been here.
Nothing outside. Looks like we're in the clear.
I just spoke to the hospital. Neither Frank nor his son are in any state to talk yet.
So if we can't talk to Frank Rice, we've got no way of finding out who he stole the necklace for.
So, what do we do now? We just sit and wait around for whoever put Frank Rice in hospital to come and find us?
Yeah. And when they do, they'll think we nicked it.
Probably.
Or we could find them first.
I agree. We'll teach him what it's like to catch a tiger by the tail.
So, what's first?
Well, diamonds are a specialist field. And I know a man who knows everyone in it. We'll start there. Wow. So it's what we think it is.
Josephine de Beauharnais, erstwhile lover to one Napoleon Bonaparte, and a bit of a goer. It's legend has it. Napoleon had this made specially in Vienna to celebrate their 10th anniversary. Her will said she wanted to be buried in it. The family fell out, and it's been in a corporate collection ever since.
Until it was stolen by Frank Rice.
So how much is this thing actually worth?
Tricky things, love diamonds.
Love diamonds.
Yeah, you see, it's a big gem. So it's got to be worth 200 grand. But you add the story, the romance, the history, to a certain kind of collector, it's priceless.
What kind of collector?
For love diamonds, you're talking Baxter or Hauptmann. They're like Arsenal and Spurs, only less friendly. My vote would be Toby Baxter. He's heard Josephine surfaced and got Rice to nick it for him. Hauptmann's Belgium, lives in Antwerp. I'd have heard if he was in town. I heard Baxter had an exact replica of Josephine's diamond made for his own collection.
Do you know where we can find this Baxter?
If you got Josephine's diamond, you won't have to. He'll find you. He'll employ a tracer.
What's that?
It's like a private detective.
My guess would be Pinky Byrne.
Pinky. He doesn't sound too scary.
You ever seen the Terminator? Well, Pinky makes the Terminator look like a quitter. He'll just keep coming until he's got what he wants. Just because you asked. Baxter's address.
Thanks, Joe. appreciate it.
That's no problem. But if you did want my advice, I wouldn't get between Baxter and something he wants.
Thank you.
Look, someone has to say this. This guy's so dangerous. Why don't we just post him the necklace and walk away?
Sean's got a point.
Yeah, it's worth considering. I mean, he doesn't know who we are yet. We could keep it that way.
No. Baxter does not get to win this one, not after what he did to Frank.
Yeah, we can't ignore that.
Yeah, all right. It's good enough for me.
Look, if either of you two want out of this, no one will think any the worse of you.
Are you really prepared to take on Baxter for Frank Rice?
Yes, we are.
It's what we do. The grifter's code.
Them are him. Aren't we?
Yep, I guess we are.
So, what's our play?
Well, we need to find out exactly who we are dealing with. Ash, find out everything you can. Let's see where Baxter's weak spot is. Albert, use your contacts in the garden. Get all the information you can on Pinky Byrne. Emma, you and Sean go to Baxter's house. I want to know who goes in and who goes out. In the meantime, I will try and think of a plan.
Preferably one that doesn't end up with us being killed.
I'll do my best.
The Hatton Garden diamond trade is secretive, Albert.
It's got its traditions and its enemies. Diamonds tend to bring out the best and the worst in people. So, we keep ourselves to ourselves. And within the garden, reputation means a lot. If you're robbed, you don't report it to the old bill. Now, insurance premiums go up. It's not worth it. So, you just take the punch and move on. Someone like Baxter knows that we won't involve the police. Well, that's how he gets away with it.
How well do you know Pinky Byrne?
I used to, quite well. Started in the garden as a runner, a pimply little kid. But he had a nasty streak. Soon worked out he could make more money working as a tracer on the outside, using his knowledge of us on the inside.
Gamekeeper turned poacher, huh?
Exactly. Byrne's a killer, Albert. No conscience. Well, that's why he's good. Won't stop at anything.
If he were looking for something, and you knew where it was...
That's not a good place to be.
Pinky Byrne? Yeah, I heard he was in town. He always stops off at a knocking shop on the Seven Sisters Road, gives the benefit to a Polish bird called Eva.
You know where he's staying?
Yes, I do.
Would you care to share it?
No.
Any reason?
Two. First, the last bloke who grassed him up, Pinky took to a halal butcher's, cut off his wedding tackle and made him eat it. I'm partial to me grub, as you know, Mr. Stroller, but you've got to draw the line somewhere.
Quite so, yes. And the second?
Me nan was taken advantage of by a GI in the Blitz. Took her up the back alley. My mum told me never to trust a Yank.
Worth 100?
Much as I'd like to help you, with you being an elder statesman and all, bearing in mind those two very powerful objections, there's nothing this side of 200 quid that could convince me to tell you where his hotel is.
Make it 150, and I'll pick up the lunch tab.
I want pudding.
Naturally.
The Strand Hotel. 3rd floor, superior double.
Okay, Emma.
Baxter's house is a large detached property in Hampstead, electric gates, 3 alarm boxes around the front, and he had 1 visitor.
He was in there about an hour.
Pinky Byrne?
Yeah, it must be.
Albert?
Yeah, Byrne, staying at the Strand Hotel. Baxter called him this morning when he found out that Frank lost the diamond, so Byrne has his orders to get it back.
Okay. What do we have on Baxter?
Okay, Toby Baxter. Only son of self-made ball bearings magnate Reginald Baxter, got him first to philosophy at Oxford. After his parents died, he inherited a family business, sold it almost immediately for a reported 100 million. After that, he retired, aged 27. Hasn't done a day's work since.
It's all right for some.
He's a total loner, obsessed with one thing: love diamonds. And he keeps his collection in a high-tech vault under his house.
Then he never goes out. He's like that mad bloke, Howard Hughes. I mean, everything comes to him. Food, books, antiques. I mean, how can you grift someone that doesn't leave the house?
With great difficulty.
If he won't come to us, we'll go to him. Ash, how do we get into the vault?
Yeah, I thought this might come up, so I checked it out. Pirates, yes. All over the South Caribbean this time of year. A friend of mine got cleaned out off Mustique. And I'm not talking Long John Silver. No. It's all Kalashnikovs and speedboats these days. So, will this do the job?
Well, it's tri-ply titanium twin-bolt Swiss gearlock on a pre-arranged time release.
It's a bunker, 2 feet thick of reinforced concrete. The only way through it is a sprung titanium door operated by fingerprint recognition. And if that wasn't enough, there are 2 backups. The first is a 4-digit code, which changes every 30 minutes. Each sequence is radioed out from the manufacturers in Zurich. And if you can't hack that, there's a voice recognition system linked to the main alarm. And it can tell the difference between human vocal cords and a recorded voice. There's no way you can trick it.
It's built to withstand every modern security scenario, so I imagine it'll keep out pirates.
Splendid. And it'll fit into the Lady Margaret.
Of course, sir.
Baxter's vault is a long way from being a bog-standard safe room. It's more like his own private museum. Whatever he's got in there, he's hanging on to. There are only 2 vaults like it in the country, and the other one's under 10 Downing Street.
So breaking into the vault isn't an option?
Well, it is, but it would take us weeks to find a way in. Chances are they'd have found us by then.
So, what is our line, Michael?
Look, we still have what the man wants, and that gives us an advantage.
So Frank Rice is saying someone stole the diamond from him. How do we know he's not lying?
I beat his boy first. If he'd known where it was, he'd have told me.
I want that necklace.
I'll find it.
If you had the necklace, what would you do next?
I'll try and sell it.
Yes, but to whom? Love diamonds is something of a specialist field. You'd ask someone's advice.
Hello?
Vicky, it's Joel. We've got a problem.
Mr. Stone, I understand you've got something that belongs to my client.
Belongs. Interesting word. I thought Baxter made Frank Rice steal it.
Let's not quibble, Mr. Stone. Now, I can come and collect it if that's convenient.
And if it isn't?
Don't be a smart ass, son. We both know the answer to that.
Sorry, you're out of luck. Go screw yourself.
Okay, so that was a little unexpected.
So you thought you'd miss out on the niceties of negotiation, then, eh?
We forgot how smart Baxter is. He found Joel because he knew what we would do next. To him, we are predictable.
Isn't it also predictable that you just dropped Joel right in it?
Byrne is a bounty hunter. I riled him with a bigger prize.
Prize? You mean us?
Best way to get him off Joel.
So now he's coming after us.
We have to be smarter. There is no way Baxter is going to humiliate himself by paying for something that he thinks is already his. So we make him a puzzle. Yes. Come on, it's what we're best at.
True.
We convince him that we haven't got it. In the meantime, we sell it to somebody else.
Yes, but convincing him we haven't got it won't be easy.
That depends whether the story we tell him is good enough.
But if he's only half as smart as everyone says he is...
Then we make sure that whatever we say checks out.
If I didn't know better, I'd say he was getting excited.
Yeah, you don't and he is.
This isn't nuclear physics. He just doesn't like to be beaten.
So now it's a battle of egos.
We'll have to come up with something pretty convincing to make Baxter believe we don't have the diamond.
Yeah, but to keep him off our backs for good, we need to make him think there's no point in looking for it anymore.
Okay, we don't have much time. We need to get our facts right. Ash, get on the internet. I need 5 e-tickets to Monaco, flying this evening, first class.
All right.
Sean, Radisson Hotel.
City Airport?
No, there's a nearer one in Covent Garden. Get me a key card and toiletries from a room. Emma, pack an overnight bag.
Where am I going?
Into the Lion's Den.
You want me to go inside with Baxter?
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that.
You don't think much of Frank Rice, do you?
Well, I'd be lying if I said I did. He got us into this mess.
Why did you even consider doing this? I mean, don't go up against Baxter just because Mickey asked you to. Believe me, that won't work. If you go up against a big mark, you gotta have a feeling right here. You know, when we first met, I thought 2 things. First, that you were the most naturally talented young grifter I ever came across. And second, that you did it on your own, without the family.
No, I'm glad, Sean.
Well, that's not the family I was talking about. Frank was forced to steal that diamond because Baxter threatened his son.
I had no idea.
Baxter doesn't play by the rules. They grabbed Frank's son off the street, they tied him in a chair, then they had one of his goons pour gasoline over him, then they had the boy call his father while the goon just sat there, smoking a cigarette.
I didn't realize.
So why Frank stole the diamond is simple. But what is less simple is that later, he refused to give Baxter our names, even though he knew that he and the boy would be beaten up. That's why Frank is part of my family. We're not joined by blood. We're joined by the one thing every grifter relies on for a chance in the future. Honor. That's what the grifter's code really means. Not about bravado and funny stories. It's the only way we survive.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll convince Baxter we don't have the diamond.
Right, where's Pinky Byrne going to go first?
Eddie, it's Mickey. Listen to me very carefully.
Yes, man, can I help you?
Michael Stone.
Sorry, mate, never heard of it.
That's the wrong answer. Now, what happens next is you give me an address, and I leave you with the ability to walk.
Mr. Hauptmann, I believe I have something that may be of interest to you. The Josephine necklace? No, I'm sorry. It's a one-day only offer.
I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
Careful. One of these blokes is a psycho, the other one's mildly lunatic.
Have you ever seen me blow it with a mark?
But this is in a different league. We'd have never taken on a pair like that before. You know it. At least let me come with you.
Oh, Sean, you know that won't work.
Why does it have to be you?
Because it needs to be a woman.
Be a woman. You know what? This is all happening too fast and we do not know enough.
Mickey would not be sending me unless he thought this was going to work. I'm going to be careful and know what I'm doing.
Mickey? Yeah. Well, Mickey said you might need those.
Yeah.
Hauptmann's on his way. Plane lands at 5. We meet him at the Asquith Hotel at 7. It's all in the detail. Don't worry, we'll be right behind you.
It's all in the detail.
This isn't right.
Hey. We're going to be right behind her. Okay? And as long as we have the element of surprise, Baxter will not know what's hit him. Emma's going out the front. We'll go out the back. Final touch?
Still isn't right.
Emma Kennedy,
Yeah, who are you?
take a seat.
You must be joking.
Radisson Hotel. I'd like to book your superior suite, please, for today. Michael Stone. No, just for today. We have a flight this evening.
I mean, Mickey said I had to let him hit me 3 times before I told him anything. So I got 2 in the gut. Then I went through a table. Then I told him where you lived.
I thought you Scousers were supposed to be hard nuts.
Get out, we are, but we like to hit him back.
Perhaps it's just as well you didn't.
It's all right, it's done.
You're hurting me.
Right.
Oh,
Brace yourself.
That's it.
What do you want?
You are going to tell me where my necklace is.
We haven't got it.
Then why were you asking a Hatton Garden dealer where to place it?
Okay. We had it. But now it's gone.
Don't play games with me, Miss Kennedy. It's a waste of time. You're going to tell me everything, and I'll know if you lie.
This morning we just got back to the penthouse. This wasn't a normal break-in. I mean, our phones were down, the security was disabled, and whoever it was that got to us fast. I mean, they were good.
Place was trashed.
Keep talking.
Mickey said it was a professional, like a tracer.
Go on.
I had no idea what a tracer was, but Mickey did.
When a big diamond goes missing, collectors don't declare it.
They employ tracers to get their jewellery back. These guys work under the radar. Fake passports, false credit cards are worked.
They're relentless. They never stop till they get what they want.
So Baxter's put a tracer onto us to find the Josephine diamond.
Exactly.
So not great news then.
So what do we do now?
We go to ground.
Where?
Where we always go, Eddie's bar.
I went there. Had a word with the barman. He said they cleared everyone out of the place.
What's it? Hey, listen, no, you can't take over the place. Listen, what about me regulars?
We are your regulars. It'll be all right. I'll call you later.
We were going to wait there and come up with a plan.
So we know the tracer's after the necklace. What do we do now?
Hello?
But someone was already onto us.
Yes?
Good morning, Mr. Stone. Everybody.
How did he talk?
Sorry?
Did he have an accent?
Yeah, he did. It was Dutch or French or something like that. How'd you know?
It was Hauptmann. Sent his tracer.
Hauptmann. Who's Hauptmann?
Let's just say we share an interest.
Right.
So this tracer calls you. What did he say?
You have something that my client would like.
Which is?
Let's not waste time, Mr. Stone. Unless you'd like me to disable your gang on a more permanent basis.
The necklace isn't for sale.
True, because my client won't pay for it. You're going to give it to him. You'll receive instructions shortly, and don't think of making things worse for yourself or your friends.
You can't outrun a tracer, Michael.
Yes, we can. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do.
After the phone call, where did you go?
Well, we've had flights arranged, so we checked into the Radisson City Airport.
Well, we have a room booked under the name of Michael Stone.
Wait. The booking for the hotel. Check it. Continue.
Well, we knew the tracer would be watching us, and that he'd want to get the necklace before we left the country, so we made sure he knew where it was. We made dinner reservations through the concierge so the tracer would know the room was empty. And then we got out of there. The tracer would think the necklace was in the safe.
3, 2, 1. Hello, my name's Michael Stone. I'm staying in your superior suite. I'm having lunch across the road and I've just seen someone in my room. Could you get security to check it out? Thank you.
And the security guard would find the tracer opening the safe. We thought we were home free.
Do you know, I'd love to have seen his face when those security guards burst in on him. False passport, fake credit cards. You go away for years.
But he was too good. He didn't take the bait.
Control. We're in superior suite. The safe is undisturbed. I repeat, undisturbed.
He'd been one step ahead of us all along.
Enough games. Give me the diamond. Now.
And then he was gone.
Everything checks out. Hotel booking, flights, everything.
So why did you go back to your apartment?
It was trashed. We couldn't stay there. We were going to stay somewhere else. I just needed some different clothes.
That's right. We went there straight away, just as she was coming out.
Show me your bag. You said you had a bath at the hotel.
It's all in the details.
It's gone. Sooner or later, I'll find out where Hauptmann is keeping my diamond. We've been too close to let go so easily. My first purchase, a gift from Byron to the Contessa Guiccioli in 1819. A yellow brilliant, 13 carats, some slight inclusions, and its symmetry has imperfections. Not worth much in itself, but Byron gave it to the last woman he ever loved. That's its true value.
Oh, this is beautiful. May I?
You may.
It looks just like the real thing.
Except I know it isn't.
And the real Josephine's gone. It's probably already in Antwerp with Hauptmann.
How do you know that Hauptmann lives in Antwerp?
What?
You said you hadn't heard of Hauptmann. You didn't even recognize the accent of his tracer. So how would you know that Hauptmann lived in Antwerp?
Well,
There never was a tracer. It's just a story, isn't it?
No.
But the details, they're all correct. The penthouse, the hotel, the flights, even the barman story. Why go to so much trouble? A smokescreen. You want me to believe that the diamond is elsewhere. Which means you still have my diamond.
Where is it?
I don't know.
He will hurt you.
Yes, you're right. We still have it.
Where?
I don't know. No, I don't know. Exactly. I think Vicky has it.
Wait. In order for you to tell your story, you must have allowed Mr. Byrne to find you and bring you here to me. Which therefore means that your accomplices know that you are here and they are waiting. For what? For you to return to tell them that I believed your story? So where were you to meet them?
It wasn't supposed to take this long.
We're meeting Hauptmann in an hour.
We have to make sure that Baxter is off our back first.
Mr. Baxter wondered if you'd care to join him.
It's Michael Stone. You must really trust him for you to have come here alone.
Yes, I do.
And now he's let you down.
No, this wasn't Mickey's fault. It was my mistake, not his. Anyway, Mickey's plan worked, didn't it? You were convinced we'd lost the necklace?
So you believe he outwitted me?
Don't you?
Not with you sitting there and your lies exposed. I will have my necklace, and you will have nothing. I think you'll find that's checkmate to me. Ah, they're here.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's okay. I'm so sorry.
This is all very moving, but can we move to the business in hand? My necklace. You must be the infamous Michael Stone. Your plan to throw me off scent seems to have failed.
So it would seem.
It was a wonderful story. You went to a lot of trouble.
Yes, I did.
For what purpose?
Well, you're the genius. You tell me.
You had arranged to sell my necklace to someone else. Hauptmann.
Very good.
Thank you.
You know, for someone who prides himself on his intellect, I'm surprised you feel the need to resort to violence.
Ah, Frank Rice. A friend of yours?
Yes, he is.
Well, he lost something that was mine. And that is the true test of an intellect, Mr. Stone. Battles are won or lost, not by foot soldiers, but by the generals who determine where and when to strike. And if the best outcome is achieved through violence, then so be it. So, you will give me my necklace, or Mr. Byrne will take it from you. The outcome will be the same. Your friends seem to understand the inevitability of my victory, even if you don't.
All right. Can I ask a favor in return?
You can ask.
I have a meeting with Hauptmann in 30 minutes, where I'm expecting to receive a great deal of money in exchange for the necklace.
I'm quite sure you are, but it seems you're going to have to disappoint him.
Maybe not.
Oh?
I understand you have an excellent replica.
You really think you can sell Hauptmann my replica instead of the real thing?
You know, I'm having a really, really bad day. Can't blame a man for trying.
No, you can't. And I can't deny the satisfaction I would get if you succeeded in selling Hauptmann a fake.
So, we have a deal?
We have a deal. Napoleon himself held this in his hand. And then placed it around the neck of Josephine as testament to his love. Good luck with Hauptmann, Mr. Stone. And enjoy his money.
I will.
Show them out.
You don't mind if I check its authenticity?
For £300,000, please be my guest.
Without doubt, it's the real Josephine.
May I ask how it came into your possession?
May I?
You may.
Looks Looks just like the real thing.
Except I know it isn't.
And the real Josephine's gone. Probably already in Antwerp. With Houtman.
This is all very moving. But can we move to the business at hand? My necklace. Good luck with Hauptmann, Mr. Stone. And enjoy his money.
I will. It's a long story.
So, we have a deal.
It's been a pleasure.
I knew that boy had something to do with it. He swapped the bleeding boxes round. Here, do you think I could get a DNA test done in here if I asked him?
We just dropped by to let you know that Baxter will not be coming back to bother you.
What about Josephine? You sorted it?
I think so.
Thanks, Mickey. You're a star.
Well, Emma did most of the work.
Oh, I don't know how to thank you. Mind you, I could try if you'd just slide in here next to me.
Thank you, but we have somewhere else to be.
Oh, I almost forgot. We got you some grapes.
Oh, that's very considerate of you, Mickey.
It was Emma's idea.
Really? Well, perhaps you'd like to stay behind and peel them for me.
See you later, friend.
Well done, my dear. Excellent inside job.
Thank you.
I knew that,
And you gave half the money to Frank.
Well, yeah, it was either that or break the grifter's code and get all the bad luck that comes with it, so...
Ah.
How do we know this Baxter fellow won't check the necklace he's got?
He could, but I'd stake my life on the fact that he won't.
Why not?
Well, because he's logical, analytical. And as far as he's concerned, he took the replica from the display himself.
Yeah, but you know the real reason he won't check it is because underneath it all, he's an old romantic.
Every time he looks at that necklace, he doesn't see that it's a replica. He sees the story behind it. And as we all know, you cannot beat a good story.
Mm-hmm. Fill her up, Eddie. Cheers. Oh, poor Eddie. You're the only one who came out this worse off.
Yeah, well done, Ed. You took one for the team, son.
3, actually.
Which is why I think we should show our appreciation by, wait for it, paying our tab.
Oh, yeah. And pigs my fly.
Ash?
There you go. All right.
It's 184 quid.
Uh-huh. There you are.
What's the catch?
There's no catch.
It's not funny money, is it?
Eddie, how could you say that?
Yeah, well, you haven't known this lot as long as I have, all right?
It's legal tender.
Yeah? So? I'll get you change.
I can't believe you lot.
What?
The poor bloke gets beaten up for us. And you thank him by paying him what you already owe him.
Oh, look at him. He couldn't be happier.
That's hardly the point.
It's exactly the point. True happiness doesn't always come with what you have.
Or what you think you have. But it almost always comes with a bag of cash.
Hang on. Where's Joel?